week 8 project 2 video, and we're going to show you what we want your project 2 to look like. Now, as you can see here, we're taking what you did in project 1 and we're just going to be enhancing certain parts of it. The first thing you're going to see is your header is going to be nicely enhanced, and right now it has it's in a div with the rounded border. It has a linear gradient in it. And the other nice thing is we're also going to add some animation. So when you hover your mouse over it, you're going to see the div is going to be spinning now. So basically we're making it spin. And so you're going to do the animation you did in one of the previous lessons and add it to the header text for your website. And this is going to appear on every website. So as we go through all of these, make sure that header is spinning on every website. Okay, so that's the first enhancement. Second enhancement, we'll go to the bookstore. For this one page, all we did is we made sure we rounded the edges of your border here. So you're just going to apply CSS to the edges of these divs that make up your product cards here that has all the pricing and all that. So that's the next enhancement. And then the other pages are pretty much the same, so nothing really changes there until we get to the news. And here we're going to make this page more responsive. So we're going to have you're going to have an article and an image that's part of that article, similar to what you did in the exercises. You're going to have the text of your article be 2-column when it's in desktop size. And again, you're going to make sure that your article wraps around the image, and it's going to be responsive. So as you can see, as we shrink the size, everything's going to shrink nicely. And then when we get to like phone size, you're going to change the image to a different image, and then down here you'll see the lettering change color. It was black before, now it's now the coloring is blue. You can see this, so the color changed to blue, and then when you expand it back out, it goes back to black here. Okay, so you just drop it down, goes to blue. And the other thing is the text no longer wraps once you're in phone size. It just appears underneath like this. So you want to make that change. And then the last change happens when you print in the news. So if I go ahead and I'll try to print this page, and if you do a color print, you're going to see that the color of the text is now red regardless. And the other thing too is if I switch to landscape, yeah, depending on portrait, the image, sometimes it changes, sometimes it doesn't, so I'm not sure. So I'm not too worried about that. The only thing I would worry about is that the color changes, and that's enough. Because I think some of it depends on what size your page is, that dictates whether it displays the other image or not. So I think if we shrink this down to phone size and try to print it, let's try to print that. Yeah, now you have more of a phone size because everything's really small. So now the other page prints. So really, that really more depends on the size of the phone. It doesn't really depend, I mean the size of your screen, it doesn't really depend on the size, on anything else there. So, okay, so I think that's everything that, all the changes we want you to make. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me. You can email me at my school email address. And until next time, thank you.